Okay, okay. Thank you, my friends. Guys, okay. So today I'm telling you my original name. My name is, Yakub, sir. Sir, I'm a corporate trainer because of, I'm working in somewhere other institution. So that's why I'm not given my name is what Yakub. Just, I given Sairam. Okay. So I clone this name, guys. Please understand. And, I'm working in, I'm giving training corporate companies also. Now I'm working in XLR. It is located in Cyber Tower, and now I'm giving training to Deloitte companies also. And so in last year I given Center for Good Governance in Telangana. Okay, that is located in Gachibowli. Okay, and now I'm working in microservices only. Okay, in one telecom sector companies. Okay, this is my small introduction. Okay, sir. Okay, I understand you all are experienced. So I am also, I will give the steps in a little bit of in higher level only, not in basic level, not in beginner level. Okay, because of, okay, if I give the some very basic level, definitely you'll get confusion. And here so Amar is there 10 years and 4 years, 5 years experience. And guys, I'm also doing in somewhere also what kind of environment is there in companies. Okay, how we are going to facing the problems in different servers. Okay, everything we know. So I'll explain you one by one slowly. Okay, time will become. Why I'm telling from 2 days, just I'm serious about only on demos only. But reality is different, my friends. And I'm promising you, after getting a course with me, definitely you will get more clarity, and definitely you can able to work in any environment. I'm giving the promise. Okay, and I have a separate channel, that is what coding by Yakub. This is my nothing but my YouTube channel. You can dig there, sir. I'm not giving so that much of videos. I given just JDBC videos. I given little bit of. I don't want to focus more in my YouTube's, not required to me. Okay, I'm doing well in outside. So this is small introduction I'm giving you. Please understand. Okay, guys. I hope you understand.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Because of from because of so if I tell you my original name and so someone my name told to others, sir, I'm one of the famous faculty in somewhere. Okay, in Amirpet and as well as in the industry also. That's why I'm hiding my original name, because of I decided today, at least I'm telling you that is my name is Yakub, sir. Okay, I have a 12 plus experience in teaching, and I have a 6 years experience in company also. Now I am working on, okay, Spring Boot microservices. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. So today I'm going to explain you guys. Yesterday what we completed, simply why framework. First why framework. Why framework. The next one is without framework. What kind of issues we are getting in with JSP and Servlet. Simply what we call limitations of frameworks. Limitations of frameworks. Without framework also we are going to developing web-based application like Servlet, JSP and Struts technologies. But there, as a developer, we are going to writing repeated code. So if you write repeated code, definitely burden developer get burden. So time will be taken, and lengthy code will be are going to writing. That's why deployment time also will be increased, and sometime application performance also going to down. So these are the problem with our without framework. Then next one is what, sir? What is framework? We completed. What is it? Frameworks? Guys, simply the one word framework is nothing but a set of jar and var files. Jar and var files. Simply words are jar and var files. Guys, every jar and var consists with predefined interfaces, classes, and methods, and those are all are having some common functionality. So that common functionality already they implemented and given to us one jar and var file. And when we are going to developing our application, okay, application according to our requirements, simply we are going to importing that particular jar and wire in your application. Just we are going to using it. So that here repeated code we are not going to writing. Just we are going to avoiding. That is the benefits of our framework. Next, sir, and next one is what, sir? And up here. And so, what are the Java frameworks? Basically, we have a three types of framework. First one is Hibernate, and the second one is Spring, and the third one is what? A Spring Boot framework, sir. You know, Hibernate purely implemented for model layer. That means which can communicate Java applications to and any relational databases or DBMS, guys. And it can perform simple CRUD operations. CRUD operations. That is the purpose of our Hibernate. But you know, guys, if you go with Jdbc, here Jdbc can transfer the data from Java application to any relational databases by using values, sir. By using values. But Hibernate can transfer the data between Java application to any relational DB by using objects. That's why it is called a ORM tool. ORM tool. Tomorrow in your framework, instead of Hibernate, we are going to using one module is called Spring Data JPA. Spring Data JPA. Even Spring Data JPA also what's our ORM tool. But internally, Spring Data JPA internally implemented with Hibernate framework only. So if you have an idea, Hibernate, sir, our Spring Data JPA is very, very easy. The next one, I'm talking about the Spring. Sir, Spring main purpose is what? Developing web application. Developing web application. Only developing web application, not REST API. With concise code. The Spring Boot main purpose is what? Developing REST API applications plus microservices, guys. Microservices. You know, one REST API is nothing but one service. 20 REST API is nothing but 20 microservices. Okay, nothing to worry, sir. One service, one REST API application is nothing but one service, one microservice. Like this, according to our requirement, simply, while we are going to working with your real world prior, sir. Suppose I am taking one banking application or ICICI banking application. There we have a so many modules are there, like customer module, employee module, and admin module, right? Okay, in our so JSP servlet level, what we are called, sir, there is a modules. But in Spring Boot level, one module is nothing but a one microservice, and these are the independent block, not dependent to each other, sir. According to our requirement, we are going to communicating one to each here. That is what REST API, and by using REST API, definitely we can get so we can provide a readability, reusability, easily maintenance, and we can redeploy n number of times. So these things we are going to achieving. Time will become. I will tell you each and every point about the Spring Boot and microservices. Guys, now I am talking about before going to learning these things, sir, we need to compulsory. So we require some idea about the web applications. So I'll tell you some theoretical part here today. So first question is what, sir? What is a web applications? What is a web application? This is a question and answer I'm giving, sir. The first one is, sir, simple thing. Okay, so web application designed with a dynamic web pages, dynamic web pages, run in browser, through internet, sir. So simply, which application we are designing with dynamic web pages. So not only one web page, sir, more than one web pages, and we are communicating each. We can here dynamic means what? Linking one web page with another web page. with hyperlinking, sir, and run in browser through internet. Such kind of application, what we call, sir, web-based application. Here, basically, web applications are two types, sir. Basically, web applications are two types. Applications are two types, guys. The first one is static web application. Static web applications. Static web application. The second one is called dynamic web application. Dynamic web applications. Simple, my friends. First one is static web application and second one is called dynamic web application. The coming to the point, the first one is, sir, what is a static web application? Simple and very easy, sir. So which web application content is fixed with our request and with our response? Okay, we are not going to changing the content. So content is not changed. So if understand, if in web page content is fixed, content is fixed. Okay, such type of application, such type of web page or web applications are, okay, are static web application. Static web applications. Simple example, sir. Okay, if you go with any website about.html file, okay, 20 times you can open, my friends, about.html file, content not change. The next one, any website contact us.html file, and even this file content also not change, fixed for all the end users. Suppose I am giving one example, sir. Actually here Amazon, our website name is what? Amazon.com. Actually it is another dynamic web application, but in that I am taking two files. First one is what? Okay, about.html file. The second one is contact this file, sir. Even you can open contact us file, you and me, our friends, sir. That content is not changed. Such kind of application, what we call, sir, static web application. With our request, content is not changed. That is a fixed one. Simply what we call static web application. But guys, okay, to develop static web application, okay, we required, okay, two technologies, sir. The first one is what? HTML. First one is what? HTML for designing purpose, and second one is what? CSS, my friends. So by what programming language we are going to using to developing static web application? Simply our answer is called HTML and CSS. Guys, HTML for designing purpose, CSS for adding the styles. This is compulsory required to us to developing static web pages. The second part is what, sir? Dynamic web application. Dynamic web applications. Today I am going to highlighting all the terminology, sir, in our web-based application while developing our web. Dynamic, sir. Simple thing, guys, with our request. Okay, request every time server generate new content. Such type of okay, web application is called what is a dynamic web application. Dynamic web applications. This is the simple story. But guys, to developing dynamic web application, here we are going to using static resources. Very important point. Static resource means what? Our HTML files and CSS file, and next ones are JavaScript files also. These are the static resources. The second one is what, sir? Server side resources. server side resources, that is called simply dot java file, dot java, dot java, nothing but a simply we are going to using servlet class, servlet class, and we are going to using the dot JSP file. One point, my friends, here clearly understand, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, these three files always run in browser. Now .java and .jsp file always run in server, guys. Now I'll explain you, sir, what is a server, what is a browser, and what is a server. Okay, and why we are going to using the browsers and why we are going to using the server also. Clearly I'll explain you. Don't worry about it. Sir, up to here clear? Please need your response. What is a dynamic? Here static content with static consists with only HTML CSS code, but dynamic web application consists with only what's the static resources as well as dynamic resources. Sir, I hope you understand up here. Please need your response.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Thank you. Right, sir. Sir, okay, I'll tell you one real world example. You will get more clarity, my friends. Suppose, guys, now I am taking one website, that is what Book My Show. Book My Show. You know, this every day weekends we are using this web app, sir. Guys, understand, once you open Book My Show in morning time, it can display the one kind of content, and that content also depends on place and time, my friends. But if you open an afternoon, at that time it can display the one kind of content, and if you display now, it can show the another kind of content. Means what, sir? Depends on place and time and situation. Compulsory our web page content is going to changing. Such kind of application, what we call, sir, dynamic web application. Now I am talking about one more www dot, Swiggy or Zomato, sir, zomato.com. Just you can go it. Okay, if you open this website on morning, it can display the only tiffin items. If you open afternoon, show the biryani items. Now 4 o'clock snacks. Now this time, sir, it can display the dinner items. Understand, sir? Means depends on time, content, everything is going to changing. Changing means what? According to end user requirement, they are going to adding the new data. If required, they are going to updating. If required, they are going to deleting also. But how we are going to fetching that data? Based on our HTTP request and HTTP response. Okay, and based on that our request, server can respond and give back to the data to our browser. So this will happen in our dynamic web-based applications. So finally, guys, okay, in Java programming language, to developing our web-based application, we are going to using HTML programming language, CSS programming language, JavaScript programming language, and we are going to using the Java. But in Java, our focus on, guys, Hibernate framework, that plus, okay, in Spring framework, I will highlight one module, sir. The module name is what? Spring Core module is very important. This is required to us, Spring Core module. And after that, we are going to talking about the Spring Boot, sir. Okay, after that you can go with Spring Boot. So these are the things we are going to using developing our web-based application. Okay, good. So according to yesterday one diagram, sir. Okay, just I am going to highlighting again. Okay, guys, understand. Every web-based application required here three types of layers. One is first one presentation layer, and second one is business logic layer, and third one is what? Data access layer here. Small thing here. Our presentation layer preparing with which code? HTML and CSS and JavaScript code. These are three things we are going to using here, sir. But these three codes always run in browsers. Run in browsers. Browser, sir. Simply, sir, what is the browser? Simply, according to what we call, it is calling a client mission. Simply, what we call client mission. Client mission. In client mission in browser always run this code. But sir, in business logic always run in server, my friends. Now I am going to highlighting some server names like a Tomcat server, Jetty, okay, Jetty, Glassfish. Okay, now JBoss. Like this, we have a so many servers, guys. Servers always run. Our backend code is called .java or .jsp. But in framework, okay, in framework, sir, we are going to using some classes like a controller class. Like a controller class. The next one is what's our service class. Service class. Next one repository class. Repository class. Like this, we are going to creating entity class. Next, we are going to creating the model class. Sir, these all are saved with a .java extension only. So these all are the .java files, guys. .java files. All the .java files always run in server side only. Even we are going to working with REST API or Spring Boot web-based application, every files always run in servers only. Because of servers can business code, and that is also belongs to our web-based application or REST API applications. Please understand that point. The next one, guys, Hibernate. Sir, actually, Hibernate is what ORM tool, but Hibernate is separately implemented for data. In your framework level, data consists with in the form of objects. Not only one object, sir, it may be a single object or group of object, and same object directly stored into the database. Stored into the database. Object only talk with our database, but that object internally converted into what format, sir? Tabular format. Tabular format. Guys, here if you communicate with Java application with JDBC, I am going to removing this one now. Data can be transferred in the form of values, my friends. Values. So number of layers will be increasing automatically. What happens? The number of lines of code also is increased. If code is increasing, what happens, sir? Automatically application performance is going to down. In order to increase the performance, instead of we are transferring data from values to object and object to database, and they bring one beautiful concept is what, sir? ORM tool concept. Then ORM transfer data in the form of object. Direct object, internally it can take care of it. Converting value to object, object to database. That is not our duty. So in Hibernate already they implemented how to converting it. So simply here ORM what will do, directly converting data to object to database and database to object. That's why, sir, simply what we call it is nothing but a ORM tool. Here point is clear. One point is what, sir? Here I given one button. Here I given one button. But as a user here giving some inputs value, user provide some inputs value, and here I given some button, sir. Once I click button, how to communicate a browser to our business logic layer? So to enable connectivity from client machine to server machine, okay, guys, in REST API level, always we are going to using only one protocol is what? HTTP protocol. So client machine to server machine, to enable connection purpose, we are going to using the HTTP protocol. But to communicate Java application to database at framework level, we are going to using the ORM tool. And who are from beginners are here. So, guys, we instead of ORM tool, before this ORM tool, we are going to using the JDBC, right? So here one point, sir. I am talking about the now browser. First, I am talking about the HTTP protocol. Here, what, sir? HTTP stands for hypertext. Okay, transfer protocol. Okay, the use of this protocol, sir. Okay, the use of HTTP is to enable connection from client machines to any server machines. Server machine to transfer the data. But it is blindly won't transfer, sir. Okay, even you want to get the data or send the data, compulsory we need to use the our HTTP protocol. But HTTP protocol use the two types of object. The first object is what? HTTP request object. The next one is what? HTTP response object, sir. So these two things compulsory we are going to using. So simply we are sending the request. So internally when you are going to clicking on button, what happens, sir? Automatically a browser sends some request to the server. Clicking means what? Simply we are sending the HTTP request. Getting some data, that is what? HTTP response. But here one point, sir. Here points how many ways we can send a request, sir. Request to the server. Request to the server. This is the point here. Server. Request to the server, guys. Sir, our answer is we can send the server in three ways, my friends. Okay, we can send a request. Okay, request to server in three ways. Guys. Sir, if you get confusion, you can interrupt me and interact me, guys. Don't feel hesitate. Okay, please. Okay, the first way is what? By already by using URLs. By using URLs, guys. In your browser we have an address bar, and directly there we are writing like www dot and flipkart.com. Like this we are going to send. The first way, sending request to the server by using URLs. Then URLs always we are going to sending through headers, sir. Okay, through headers. The second one is by using hyperlinks. Guys. We are making some links on web pages. Okay, with hyperlinks also we are clicking the request. We are sending the request. Guys, in your web page we are making hyperlink href is equal to, and here we are giving one website name www dot something called meta or facebook.com. Like this I given one URL, and here I given one visible text like this Facebook I given, sir. So this is the second option. We are going to sending request to our server. So once you write this code in browser, sir, automatically there we can this text visible to us, and once you keep cursor point on it, it can show the hand symbol. Means behind that one more web page is there. Right? This is the second approach we are going to send it. And third approach. So, sir, I want to send some data through body, especially in HTML form data. In that case, we are going to using by using submit button. Submit button, sir. Guys, submit button always what will do, sir? Collect the form data. Collecting all form data. Suppose if you take Gmail registration form, and there we have some properties like first name, last name, mobile number, and date of birth, country, recovery mail ID. Like this we have some properties. So these all are the data, user data collecting through form, and finally we are going to clicking on button. Sir, we are clicking button means what? we are collecting all body of the data. Simply we are sending to the server file. Clicking is nothing but a sending the request. Then how to create it? Input type is equal to, just I given the submit button. Sometimes we are writing the button also. Sir, button can perform within the web page. Submit what will do? Collecting form data, sending to other resources like server. And here I am going to writing value. Anything you can write, sir. Just is equal to, just I given the save button name. Like this 3 ways we are going to sending HTTP request to our server file. Sir, are you clear? Please, up to here, need your response.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes, sir.
Headers we are passing through this URLs, but what about body?
Yes. Okay, good question. I'll show you reality. Okay, my friend. Here, see guys, Facebook I give it. Look here, I am going with Facebook login page. Look at here. First text box, right? Second text box, right? Please need your response now. And here I given my mail ID or mobile number. The next I given the password, right?
Yes.
Actually, it is my HTML form. This form in where? Within the HTML web page body or header, my friend? Header is nothing but a here, right? This is the header.
Yes.
This is the body of data.
Yes.
Here I given my data. Once I click this button, clicking means what? Again sending the request. Here we given some two data, right?
Yes.
We are sending to where in backend code. So I don't know Facebook which backend code is either they can use Java or Python or C#.net or PHP. We don't know, sir. But these two data we are sending into a server file, right?
Yes.
But internally is communicating with what? A server file only. With our clicking, I am sending one request. Through request, I am sending the two data. This kind of content, what we call, sir, body of the data. Okay. Not only this one, sir, I am going with sign up page for Facebook. Look here. This is my HTML form here. First name, last, okay, surname, mobile number or email, new password, date of birth, like a female, that like this given. Now what happens, sir? This is complete my HTML form, and this HTML form consists with a few elements here. First element, second element, third element, fourth element, fifth and second. Like this, we are the element. One element can hold the one value.
Yes.
These all values I am collecting. Here I given my friend. When I click this button, now tell me how many values we are sending?
Almost 7 and 8.
8 values we are sending to where? In server.
Yeah, body. Correct. Wherever we are using submit button, that is called, that is nothing but body.
Body of data.
Yes.
Body of data.
Yes.
Clear?
Yeah, clear.
Okay, this is the body of data. So suppose if you send data through URL, sir, URL is visible. It is not a secured,
Yes.
It is not secured. Okay, in body we are sending less amount of data, 21 KB or 51 KB. Simply what we call it, this is also cookie also, right? Less amount of data we are sending through body. It is not secured way. By default, browser can support what data, sir? What supports, sir? Get data only, right? Sir, I want to do post. Post means what? Through in the body. This one is secure data. If you want to provide security to our data, then use post. Compulsory we can use body of the data only. Clear?
Nice.
All right, thank you. That's why I'm telling you here, because tomorrow you will get confusion. So suppose guys, here I'm going with here, okay, and I'm going with our Gmail search engine. Sir, here understand. Here I'm giving one question, I'm right. Now tell me, now data, are you giving data in through body or header, my friend? Let me know once, please.
Body.
Body. Look, so if you suppose I am giving what is a spring, this is my question. Once you hit on this button, okay, actually this data cannot be exposed in here header, but which data you are going to providing through header, data must be exposed here. So that's why there is no security here, but body of data compulsory will be secured. We are giving data and clicking button. Clicking button means what? Simply we are sending the request. What is that request? That is what HTTP request. Clear my point? So that array request not only sending only one way, we are sending request how many ways? 3 ways, by using URL, by using hyperlink, and by using submit button. And sir, what is a URL? Look, my friend, just I given there what is Spring Boot. Once you click down, directly it's showing the our Spring Boot to official website, sir. Look here, once I click on this, my mouse pointer automatically showing some hand symbol. That means what? This is the URL. Once you click this one, simply this text navigate to our official website. With my clicking, now it is showing the our Spring website. Clear my point, sir? The request given to server, it can process and given back my response. Sir, I hope you understand.
Yes.
Right?
Sir, very
These are
clear.
3 ways. Guys, and sir, any queries, please? And sending request is 3 ways, but getting response only 1 way, sir. Okay, that response will get directly within the browser, and sometime we can getting response within the documents also, like a HTML document, PDF document, XML document. That is depends on our requirement, but most of the time we can see our output in browser only, right? This is what HTTP request and HTTP response. The next question, sir, what is browser? Already guys, browser is nothing but a application software. Okay, all are we are going to using this one. It is a application software. Application software. The main purpose of browser is simply, okay, we are going to sending the HTTP request to the request to server. So I'm narrating complete course as server, and in WhatsApp server take the our HTTP request. It can process. It can process. After processing, and what request we send, if that request data is exist in server, it can process it and give back the response. Give back the response. The response is called simply HTTP response, my friends. HTTP response. This is the main purpose of our browser. Sir, not only that person, okay, in client side technology, sir, browser can run. So browser can run our all static resources, sir. Okay, browser, okay, can run say, static files or static resources. Means okay, in interview point they will ask you, okay, .html file and .css file and JavaScript file. Not only this one, sir, tomorrow in advanced level, guys, in microservices, most of the time we are going to using Postman tool. Postman tool, sir, to call the APIs. But instead of Postman tool, some are using, sir, Swagger. It is also very, very beautiful tool. And sir, the Swagger Postman for testing purpose we are going to using a lot. But in real world, I want to provide end user applications. At that time, someone can use React.js or someone can use Angular.js also. So understand. So here I'm not highlighting about the Swagger and Postman. Later we'll see, my friends. Okay, that is what API testing calls. But these all the files, .html, CSS, JavaScript, React.js, Angular.js, these all are run in browsers only, because of these are the technologies using for to developing user interface applications. User interface application, nothing but our UI technologies. The next point. Sir, is it clear up to here? Please need your response.
Yes,
Yes,
clear.
sir. Clear.
Okay, thank you. The next one, sir, server. What is server? Simple thing, sir. So server also application software. Also application software. Application software. Application software. Purpose is okay. Purpose is okay. Run server side code. Server side code. Server side code. And takes a takes a HTTP request. HTTP takes HTTP request. HTTP request. And so after taking request, it can do processor. Okay, it can do process. After processing completed, and it will give response back to browser. Okay, that is our HTTP response. Sir, here I am giving some example, but here also I am giving some examples, sir. You know, guys, Mozilla Firefox, and Chrome, and our Edge. Okay, Edge, or we can call Safari. Okay, these are our browsers we are going to use. And here server software, simply what we call Tomcat server, and we are calling Jetty, Glassfish, JBoss, okay, and WebSphere. Like this, we have so many servers, but in real world industry can use Tomcat server only. They are doing up to update, and some companies use Jetty, sir. That is depends on project, depends on requirement. So these are the all servers we are going to use, right? The next point, sir, and JDBC. JDBC, simple, my friends. Okay, JDBC stands for here Java Database Connectivity. Java Database Connectivity. Purpose is, sir, simply to establish connection from Java applications to any relational databases. Relational databases and perform CRUD operations. Perform CRUD operations. Simple thing, transferring the data, guys. Transferring data. Definitely, Arman. Okay, I'll provide you, but not now. Okay, good question. Guys, okay, tomorrow onwards, so as soon as possible, okay, pay your amount. So just they announced for me. Okay, once payment is completed, and after that payment completed, they will provide one unique ID. Okay, and guys, from 2 days, 3 days, they are going to changing our okay ID. So once your payment is completed, and they will provide only one unique ID for us, and after that we can every day we can log in with that ID only. Okay, and once payment is completed, definitely I'll send you all these notes. Not only this one, sir. I'm not going to be showing you here. Okay, please understand. Okay, once our real class is started, guys, I will give one notes. Okay, I'm showing you for sample purpose. Guys, we have a little bit of examination also after complete session wise. Guys, here I am showing you my book is there. Where is this, sir? New Spring Boot book. Okay, definitely I'll send you this one. A new lab manual. Okay, and you will get more clarity about it. guys, this is what my Spring Boot practice book lab manual. Okay, guys, this clearly I given all the content. Okay, I'll send you this one once you complete it. Guys, here I given. Okay, test one. Some multiple choice, you will get more clarity. Which thing I am going to covering everything here, you can write once, you will get more clarity. What is why framework? What is framework? What is a Pojo class? Tomorrow onwards we'll start Pojo. What is the purpose of Pojo? What is the purpose of Poji? Okay, presentation layer. Already we completed this one. Okay, and like this I'll provide you. Okay, and what is a framework? Here, what is a here started our annotations like service purpose is what, repository purpose is what, and Spring MVC architecture. From here, our boot will be started. And here again some questions. Every questions we explain there. Okay, while taking sessions. But if you take this one, you will get more clarity. Okay, like this I will provide you, and our private folder structure and your Lambda package. In Lambda package, what kind of annotation we are going to using, right? And and here given some classes and filling the blanks. Okay, and here some tasks, guys. Web-based application task. Okay, the next one, Spring Boot differential. The next one, web-based application view to view communications with the designing thing. Okay, next one, here from starter REST API application. What is a SOAP services, REST services, MVC is what? What is a RESTful API, RESTful web services? Okay, what are the REST API call methods? And in Spring Data API, we have two types of interface like CRUD repository and JP repository. And when we use CRUD, when we use JP repository, the next ones are here is some applications. These are the application. Not only this, I will give more than this one. Okay, these are our web-based applications. The next one, here banking application I given with Spring Boot, web and REST. And here I given some designing pages. This is for with we are designing with React.js. Backend is nothing but our REST API applications. Okay, then come to down. Okay, now these are the tasks we are going to doing, how to do our business code. Okay, and next, my friends, coming to the our Spring Boot REST API application in that complete architecture and what kind and related questions. Okay, then next, these are the application. Again, we are developing the REST API applications. Later, sir, these are the some company tasks. Okay, startup company tasks. We are developing with Spring Boot only with authentication, authorization, and React and as a front end we can use React.js here. Okay, so this many tasks definitely you are going to doing. There is no doubt in that. Okay, so this is also one company task. This will make sense more. And this is a complete architecture, sir. Our Spring and Spring Boot, right? Our view layer and controller layer here. View layer, this is controller layer, and our repository layer. This is our database, and our starting point so Spring Core container. In that we can see IOC lifecycle, dependency life injection, and Spring configuration where runners, starters, okay, activators. These are the come under the Spring IOC. And guys, in controller class, what kind of validation we are going to using? In service class, what kind of validation we are going to using? In repository, so in model class, what kind of validation we are going to using? In Spring Data JPA, we have a two interfaces, and these are CRUD operation methods. Everything will see clearly, but time will be taken. Okay, one by one will go clearly. The next ones are these are the separate annotations. Clearly, I given here. Guys, IPL task. IPL masters, sir, players, win, losers. Okay, actually, this application running in C#.NET, sir, because one of my friend is working in that. Okay, but we are doing with Spring Boot REST API applications that come to down. So this is the task, my friends. Definitely we are doing, and I given some questions also. So this is my plan. Clearly, my plan, sir. Okay, day to day, I'll provide you one by one. Guys, I hope you clear, please. Need your response now.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Because at a time I won't inject, sir. While I am taking the class, we'll go one by one. So I am giving clarity from my side, which content I am going to providing you clearly. Okay, and after getting confirmation, our fee details. Okay, and definitely I will provide. Definitely, my friend. Okay, sir. So 45 days is our duration. Okay, if it is not completed, our content within 45 days, I will see 10 days more also, no problem. Sir, by end of the day, we need clarity. No Sunday, Saturday will take. Sunday is not possible. Okay, I am also like you. Okay, we'll take Saturday, sir. Sunday is not possible. Okay. Guys, clear, my friend. Okay. So what I'm going telling you, sir, as soon as possible, please get confirmation from institute. Okay. So this is not within my hand, sir. Okay, that is there. Please call to here persons. They given some mobile number. So contact them, and as soon as possible, get a clarity. And once you will get confirmation, sir. Okay, they will provide you one unique ID, our unique our Zoom ID, sir, and after that we are going to communicate with that ID only, right? Any questions, please? Rajesh, Sachin, Aryan.
No, it's clear.
Sir, just one doubt. Like, are we going to cover some basic Spring Core part as well?
From Spring Core.
Yes.
So guys, actually, Spring Core no one can going to using, but for your question, I am going to highlighting one thing, sir. Sir, Spring framework used for developing web-based application only. And Spring can support three kind of configuration. That is what XML configuration. Okay, second one is what Java based configuration. Java based configuration. Nothing but a simply what we call, sir, it can use the .java file also. The next one is a annotation based configuration. So guys, nowadays which one is famous? Annotations are very, very famous. Because of if you use XML, there we are writing some boilerplate code. Same XML tags we are going to repeating there. That is what unnecessary burden. That's why they give in the annotations. And guys, we are learning microservices, not web development. But even we develop microservices web development from Spring framework. From Spring framework, compulsory we required knowledge about our Spring core modules. This is very, very important. In that we have a 5 topics are IOC life cycle. The next ones are dependency injection, and we have a 3 types of injection. That is what setter injection. The next point is what, sir? What? Constructor injection. And same injection we are going to using one concept is auto wiring. We are going to using auto wiring, nothing but a auto wide annotation, and some Spring Core basic annotations are there. Guys, we are working with REST API internally. Okay, this concept only is going to running. And when I'm going to creating, so when I'm working with REST API, that time every time I will this is what IOC creating the some singleton object, and IOC created the object, and that object we are going to injecting from repository interface and controller class and service class. How we are going to injecting? By using dependency injection mechanism, there we are going to using the auto void. In that case, who is running? Who is maintaining complete life cycle? Who is controlling our complete REST API application? Sir, internally our Spring Core module only. So that compulsory we need to learn Spring Core. It will take just 2 days only and theoretical part and very clear. Right? You need knowledge compulsory, right?
Correct. Sir.
This is required. And not only, sir, we have actually 6 modules. After that, we have a Spring Jdbc, nothing but a DAO layer. The next module is what Spring ORM, nothing but a Hibernate. The next one is what Spring AOP, Aspect Oriented Programming Language. The next one is Spring J2EE. The next one is Spring Spring AOP. Next one, Spring Web MVC is required. These are the 6 modules given in Spring framework. But when I am going talking about the Spring Boot, I am going to highlighting this Spring Core module and the Spring MVC module. This is mandatory to compulsory can learn. It will take just 2 days and it will take just 2 days, sir. After completed, directly we are going with a Spring Boot concept. I am giving clarity, my friends. So as a fresher, as a experience, when you get the when you face the interview, at that at least you need to face the you need to crack the interview. Yes or no? So that kind of stuff.
Yes, sir, even I'm like giving interviews on this core things and being asked to.
Please repeat again.
I'm saying like I'm giving interviews currently, so these things are getting asked to me like Spring Frame modules, IOC, dependency injection, etc.
Definitely, I'll explain you, bro. Don't worry.
Yes, sir, yes,
I'll
understood.
explain you. Don't worry. Okay. Clearly, I'll explain you. Don't worry. Okay.
Yes, I'm just mentioning actually these topics are important that I want to say.
Definitely required, Sachin. These topics are definitely required. Ahmada, these are required, We are we are doing microservices only. Who will run microservices, right? Internally, what is running, who is doing everything because of Spring Core module, right?
Correct.
IOC lifecycle,
Correct.
dependency injection. This is mandatory,
Yes, sir.
Okay. If any, my friends, please. Okay. Thank you, guys. Okay. We'll meet tomorrow in same time.
Thank you.
Definitely,
Thank you
I'll
so
send
much.
you all
Thank
these
you.
things.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Guys, are you understood what I'm explaining you? Is it clear from my side, please?
Yes, sir. Very, very much.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay, thank you, sir. And guys, if you get who are learn to JDBC, sir, please visit to my web means what YouTube channel Coding byAnjireddy. There I clearly given complete JDBC notes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, not commercial, sir. Not clearly end to end I given without losing any data. You can learn it. And still, sir, if you are unable to understand, means what, sir? If you want to see second time our framework, our framework introduction. Okay, there I given one introduction part. You can learn. Just I am showing you coding back. Just you can check it, no problem. Okay, I'm not going to forcing you. If you want to see, there I given. Just is my website name. So this is my channel, sir. I am not created for commercial purpose, sir. Just beginner purpose only. Okay, here I know some framework Spring Boot videos I given. You can check it, no problem. Right?
Imagine a library where people are coming
wait.
and going. This library.
Here, guys, sir. Spring and Spring must first session, and why framework is a framework, and creating Spring Boot REST API with STS. Okay, some few videos I given for beginners only. You can check it here. Okay, you'll get more clarity. Not only that one, so I given some JDBC notes and Python notes also. Python not equal to Python. Please, if you want to learn complete JDBC end to end, here I given 11 videos. These are enough for sir. Okay, if required, you can check it. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll meet tomorrow in some time.